Hello guys, welcome to my channel Create Knowledge. In this video, I am going to make a socket programming in Java. This simple client server program. Here one is server, another is client machine. Here we have to connect server with client machine. Here you have to put in server, you have to put the port number. Whatever the port you have decided, you write the port number and click on start server, and it will appear a message that server is connected. And then your client will put the same port number and put the port name. After that, you will click on connect. Then client machine will connect with server. After that, client will send two values. One value is 235, another value is 270, and it click on the send request. And after, whenever you click the send request, then server will accept the request. Then this value will come to server, and server will calculate this value. After getting the value, he will click on send response. Then client machine will click on get response, and he will get the output value. Now I am giving the demo how it works. Now here you see this is server, this is client machine. Here I am going to write the port number 1122, or I can write 3080 also, but I am going to write 1122. Before that, before writing the port number, you have to confirm yourself that this port number should not be involved in any other project. So you think about it and select the port number. Now I am going to use port number is 1122 1122 and click on start server, and you see I got a message that server started successfully at port number 1122. Then click on OK. And after that, in client machine, you have to write the same port number as write in server 1122, and you have to write here, server will write the port name. Port name is localhost. And click on connect. Now you see you are successfully connected with server. Then click on OK. Here client will send, and how will check it is connected. Okay, it is connected or not. For confirming this, here client will send two values, or you can write a program for message program also. Now here I am going to use values. So here I am going to write the two value. One is 235, another value is 270. Server will calculate the value of 235 plus 270. Okay. Now send request. Click on send request. And here in server, you have to accept the request. Click on accept request, and you get the same value as sent by the client. Now server will calculate the value, adding 235 and 270, calculate request, and you get the requested value, generated value is 505.0, and click on send response. And when you click on send response, then this value will go to the client machine. Here client will click on get response, and here you see here get the same response as send the server. I am going to make this program in Eclipse IDE. For that, I want to tell something. Java socket programming enable communication between two applications over a network. It follows a client-server model where the server listens on the specific port 1122, and client connect on that port, that is 1122. The server use server socket to accept the client connection, and both client and server use socket to send and receive data via input and output speed. This is basic setup allows for exchange of message between client and server, forming the foundation for more complex network application. Here are the key points here. Server socket listen for incoming connection for a specific port. Socket represent a connection between client and server. Input stream and output stream used for reading and writing the data on the socket. Server creation, a server socket object specifying the port number. Listen for incoming connection using server socket dot accept. In client connection, create a socket object specifying server's IP address and port. Connection to the server using socket.connect. Data exchange. Server receive data from the client using socket.get input stream. Processing the data. Send a response to the client using socket.get output stream. In client, send data to server using socket.get output stream and receives a response from server using socket.get input stream. Okay. And lastly, you have to close the socket and server socket object to release the resources. I'm going to open my Eclipse IDE. Now I have opened my Eclipse IDE. Now I'm going to create a socket project. Click on File, New, Java project. And giving the project name is Socket Demo, and click on Finish. Now you see Socket Demo project is created. Okay. Now in src file, I'll make a class file. I'm giving the class name is, I'm giving the project name, class file name is server demo, and I have required the main method, that is public static void main. So I'll tick here and click on Finish. Now you see my public class server demo, public static void main file is there, main method is there, it is not required. Here I am going to write scanner sc is equal to new scanner system.in, because I have to take input from user, so I am using scanner class. Here I have to import the scanner package, import java.util.scanner. Okay, and in next line I'll write, here I'm use try and catch. Here I'll exception ex curly bracket. Here write the, if any error come, then I'll pass a message here. So now first I'm going to write code in my try block. In try block I'll write first system.out.print, enter 4-digit positive number, because you have to write the port number as positive, you cannot write negative number. So I write here system.out.print, enter 4-digit positive number, and port number is integer type, so I'll write int port is equal to sc.nextInt. Here I am going to write server socket, server is equal to new server socket port. Here I have to import the net package, so I write here import .java.net.star. Okay, that means all net package will in my project. I am going to write if server is not equal to null, then I'll write if server is not null, then I'll write a message that system.out.println server started successfully at port and port number is whatever the port you put, that will be appear here. First I am going to write getting request. For getting request, I have to write socket client is equal to server dot accept, and next line I write input stream is equal to input stream is equal to client dot get input stream. Here I have to import the IO package. Here I write import java.io .star. So all IO packages imported in my project. Now you see here the red error is removed also. Here I am going to write data input stream DIS is equal to new data input stream IS. Here I am going to pass the IS is input stream. Here I will pass a two message. One integer A, because I in demo I will tell you I'll write two values A and B, and I'll get the result of A plus B. So I take A, int A is equal to data input stream dot read int, and second I'll write here I'll pass B is equal to dis dot read dot int. Here I am going to pass a message that system.out.print value received from client, because the client will put the two value. So I'll write the message that value received from client. Here I will pass a message that system.out.print A is equal to A, and same I'll write B, and then here I write the processing how it process. So getting request, after getting request it will be processed. So I write the processing. I'm going to take another integer C. Integer C is equal to A plus B. So it will give the sum of two value. Now I am going to sending the response back to client. Here I am going to write a message that system.out.print ln, after adding value server will send respond. This message will appear, and here I'll add the code that our system OS is equal to client dot get output stream data output stream DOS is equal to new data output stream, and here I will pass the output stream OS data output stream DOS dot write int C. I will pass the C. C is the value of A plus B, and then I will close the connection. So I am going to write client dot close, connection will be closed, and here you see in try and catch, here I am going to write in catch block I will write if any error, it will be send a message that system.out.println error while starting server, try it on other port. Now I am going to save this class file and try to run it and see the result. Right click here, run as Java application. I am giving the port number is 1122, and you see server started in port number. If you run it again, here again I am going to put the same port number 1122. You get error message. Error message is that already your port number 1122 is running, so don't try to run, because already it is running. So it will pass a error message that while starting server, try it again another port. If I run it another port, Now I am going to change the port number 1120. Now see, started successfully in port number 1120. Okay, that means my server demo class it is working properly. Now I am going to make another class, that is client demo. And I am going to create another class. Right click on src, new class. I am giving the class name is client demo, and I have required the main method. So tick main method and click on finish. Now you see public class client demo is created. Now here I am going to write the code. It is same as server demo class. First I am going to write scanner SC is equal to new scanner system.in. Here I have to import Java util class, import java.util.scanner. Okay, and then I'll write try and catch. Here I write exception ex. If any error come, I'll pass this message. First I'm going to code in my try block. System.out.print, enter server port, and port is integer type, so I have to write int port is equal to sc.nextInt. You know very well, I think. And here I am going to write system.out.print, enter server name. Server name is localhost, so it is string. So I'll write. So I'm going to write here string name is equal to sc.next. Now I'm going to create a socket client. So right here socket client is equal to new socket, and name is server name and port number. So here I have to import the net package because I am getting error in socket and socket. So I am going to import java.net.star. Okay, and after that I'll write socket client is equal to new socket, localhost name and server name and port number. Now I'll use if client not is equal to run null, then if client not is equal to run, then I'll pass a message that system.out.print you are successfully connected with server. Here I'll write that system.out.print enter value of A and enter value of B. Here I have to write, because A value is integer type, so I have to declare the integer type. So I write here int A is equal to sc.nextInt, and B, for the case of B, the same. Here I will also write int B is equal to sc.nextInt. After that I'll write, now I'm going to sending request to server. Here you write output stream OS is equal to client dot get output stream. Here I am getting error because I have to import IO package. Here I am going to import java.io.star. So you see my error has been removed. So now I am going to write here I am going to write data output stream DOS is equal to new data output stream. And if you want to clarify yourself, then you see the remark here. You see the remarks, you read it, and then you can understand the things. What is data output stream? Okay, and in next line I will write data output stream DOS dot write int, and is same. I will pass B also. Here I am going to pass the B. Okay, and then I'll write. Now I'm going to write getting response, sending request. After that, how it getting response. For getting response, you have to write input stream is is equal to client dot get input stream. Same way, that is data input stream is, data input stream is dis is equal to new data input stream. Here I am going to pass is is input stream. Now I'll get the value of c, so I write here int c is equal to data input stream dot read int. Then I will pass a message that response received. It is sending request and it is getting the response. So it write that response received and I will get the value of c. So write here system.out.println add c, value of c. Now in catch block I will write, in catch block here I am going to, if any error will come, then it will pass this message that error while connecting client, try again. So now my this client demo is also complete. So I'm going to save my project and try to run it. From now, first I'm going to start in server demo Java application. Here I'm giving the port number 1122. Enter. Error. I think 1122 is already running. So that's why I'm getting error. Now I'm going to change the port number. Port number I'm giving 1020. Enter. Server started successfully at port number 1020. Now I am going to run client demo as Java application. Here I am going to port number is 1020. Enter. Server name localhost. Enter. You are successfully connected with server. So I am giving the enter a value. A value is e value. I am giving 35 and enter. Response received add 60. So client is requesting the value of A and value of B and server is given the response value 60. So it is, I make it in Java class file. Now I am going to make it in Swing JFrame. If I make it in Swing JFrame, then it will be look like this. So that's why now I'm going to make this project in Swing GUI application, JFrame. I'm going to right click on src file, new. Here I'm going to click on other, not Java. Here I'm going to click other and select application Swing Designer application window and click on next. I'm giving the class name is server GUI and click on finish. Now see, server GUI is created. I am going to make this server and client. Here I have required only public class GUI. Rest I am going to delete. Okay. Now here I'll write my own code. That's why not required. First I'm going to variable I'm taking JFrame and then now I'm going to import the package that is Java AWT and Java AWT event and then Java AWT javax.swing, this package also, and I am going to import java.net and I require java.io package also. So first I am taking JFrame, next I will take JLabel, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I will take it, I will tell you why I am going to use this level 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to take the text field also. I have required the 3 text field and I have take button also B1, B2, B3, B4. Now first I am going to take public server GUI. Here I am going to write write the code for framing code. I'll write here. Frame is equal to new JFrame server, because I'm going to make the server GUI. So I write the server, and next I'll write fr dot set layout null, fr dot set size 500 by 600, and fr dot set location reflective to null. Okay. And next I'll write, now first I'm taking level 1. Level 1 is good, level 1 is good new J level server. Here I'm decoding the level 1, set bond, and next I'll set the font, background color. Now I'm going to add fr dot add level 1 and save it and see the design. See, this is server, this is level 1. Okay. Now I am decorate level 2. Same way I am just copy this 5 line, copy, and going to paste here. I am going to change only level 2. Okay. Now here I have to set the bond. Here I am going to set the bond and change the bond, that is 20, 60, 120, 30, and save and see the design. Here I have to change the, here I have done a mistake, that here I have to change this name. Here I put the server. Here I have to write enter the port number. Enter port number and save. Now see, enter port number. Let I will manage it. Now I am going to write in level 3. Now I am going to create enter port number. Server, enter port number. Okay, fine. This is looking good. First class. Okay. Now I am going to write the code in text field. Text field is T1. Text field I have required T1, T2, T3. T1, and then I'll set bond. Here I am going to set the bond 130, 60, 130, and then get the position. T1 dot set horizon align J text field center. Now set the font. Now set the foreground blue. Now I'm going to add fr dot add T1. T1 is add in frame. Now again I'm going to see it. So you see server, enter port. Shall write. Now I write the colon B4. B4 is start server. Here I am set the position. Now I am going to select the font. Now I am going to select the foreground, and then I have set the fr dot add B4. Save and look. Okay. Port number, click on start server. Shall write level 3 for, this is for partition only. Here I am giving the partition. You see, there is partition is there. So this is the partition label. That's I write here. Okay. Next I'll write level 3 set bond, and then I'm going to set the font, and then foreground fr dot add level 3. Now see, this is the partition line. Next I am going to write 1 accept request, set bond, font, and foreground, and I write add fr dot add B1. Okay. Now I'm going to save it and see the position. Okay, accept request. Fine. Next, I'm going to write level 4 value received on position. Font is the position. Font, then foreground. Then I have to add fr.add L4 save C value received. Okay, fine. So I'm going to write. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. You do along with me so you can make this project easily. And next I'm going to set the bond. Bond is the position. Now right here, font, and then I write the foreground and then add. Okay, save and see. Okay, value received. Two value I have received. Okay, fine. Now this is level 6. Here I am going to write bond set and foreground set bond L6 dot set bond and then foreground. Sorry, that then font. After that, I'll set the foreground. Foreground is blue, and then I'll add in frame. Add in frame. Save and see the design. Okay, I have to make set button B2 calculate request, and here write B2 set bond, B2 set font. You can make a copy paste, but I'm not doing it copy paste. Foreground, bond, font, foreground. Then I have to add it. fr.add. Here I'm in all button. I have to add the code, so I'm just giving a. Okay. Now I'm going to save it and see the design. Calculate request. Okay, fine. Next, level 7. I'm going to write set bond L7 value generated. Now set the font, set the foreground, and I'm going to add it, and save and see. Okay, generated value. Fine. Level L8. Here I'm going to a partition. You can copy this code also. Just I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste here. Okay, this is L8. This is L8 and this is L8. Now I change the bond only. It is 420, 400, 500, 30. Save it and go to the design. Okay, value, but then you get a partition line. Next I'm going to write send respond, set one and set font, and now here you write the foreground is blue. After that, from fr.add E3 and save and see send respond. This is send respond. Okay. fr dot resizable false, fr dot set visible true, and fr dot exit and close. And you write fr dot set default close operation fr JFrame dot exit or exit underscore on underscore close. And next I'll write the code for action event. I have already been designed. You see, design is completed. Now I write the code for it operation. So I write the code. First I'm going to write public void action performed action event. Here I am going to write. Here I have to write public class server GUI and implement action listener. Here you write if action event dot get source is equal to b1. Now here you write try and catch, and here write exception e. I'll pass the error message if I get any error. In try block I'll write, here I write if server is equal to null. So I have to take some variable. I am getting error here. Server, I have to take a variable. Now here I am going to take some variable. Socket server null, socket client null, int port, because port is integer type, and I am taking variable of A, B and C. Here I am taken double because if you put any decimal then it will accept. That's why I am taken a double A, B, C. Okay. Now I go again here. If server is equal to null, then I'll pass a message. I'll pass a message that G option pane dot show message dialog FR please start the server first. Okay. If server is equal to null, then you will get a message that first start the server. Please start the server first. Here in else I'll write that client is equal to server.accept and input stream is equal to client.get input stream and data input stream dis is equal to new data input stream, same as earlier server demo class, and a is equal to data input stream dot read double, same as I'll write b is equal to data dis data input is stream dot read double. Okay. L4 dot set text value received. L4, you see here L4. If you go to see the L4 value received, so I write here L4 dot set text value received of A, and same as L5 dot value received of B. You see L5 also. L5 value received of B. Okay. There's two value received. One is A and B. So here I am going to write that if action event dot get source is equal to B2. B2 is our bottom 2. B2 is calculate request. If get source is equal to B2, get source. You see the B2 is here. B2 is calculate request. And here I write try and catch. Try and catch exception. So here I am going to write in try block I will write this is processing. C is equal to A plus B, generated value L7 dot set text value generated C. Okay. And then here I am going to write again I'll use if. I am going to write if A dot get source is equal to B3, then same I'll write because B3 is your, you see the B3 is your use send response. So here I am going to write the code on B3. Inside this, again I will write try and catch, and write exception. Okay. In try block I will write output stream OS is equal to client dot output stream, and here write here data output stream DOS is equal to new data output stream OS. I will pass here OS output stream. Now here write DOS data output stream write dot double C. It will show the result of value C value. C is A plus B. Now you close the connection. Okay. Now I'll write the code. If A dot get source is equal to B4, same as B2, B3, right, try and catch, exception E, and curly bracket. Now I'm going to write here, if T1 dot get text dot trim dot length not is equal to 0, curly bracket, here write, right here, port is equal to, now I am going to change port in integer to string. Port is equal to integer dot parse int T1 dot get text. T1 is your this text field, first one. Next, right here, server is equal to new server socket, and you pass the port number. Dot show message dialog. So message dialog inside the bracket frame server started successfully at port number so and so. If server is not null. If server is not null, that means you have successfully server started successfully at port number, whatever the port you have written. If server is not null, and then else, I'll pass a message. If server is not null, then you pass a message that please enter 4-digit port number. If you forget to put the port number, then you'll get error message that please enter 4-digit port number. Then I'll in catch I'll write a code in exception catch. Here I'm going to pass a message that JOption pane dot show dialog message server not started at port number so and so. Okay, then you get a error message. Now this is complete. Now I'll put the main method, because for main method we cannot run the project. So I'll put the main method, and here I'm going to pass that new server GUI. Oh, I put it here. Here I have to put the main method, and now my coding is complete. I'm going to save it. Now I'm not getting any error. Now I am going to run my server GUI application. Right click, run as Java application. Now I have to enter port number 1122. Start server. Server started successfully at port number 1122. Okay. Now it is working. Now I have to make another. Here click on SRC or default package. Right click, new, go to other. Here select the Swing Designer application window and click the next and give the project class file name. I'm giving the class file name is client GUI and click on finish. Now see, client GUI class file is created, but I have not required this code. I have required the only public class client GUI. So rest I am going to delete. Now I am going to import packages, same packages as I have used in server GUI. So now I copy this package, Ctrl C, and going to paste it here. Okay. Now here I am going to write the code. Now first I am taking the variable JFrame FR. Next I am taking JLabel L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, L6, L7, L8. And next text field T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. And next J button 1, B2, B3, B4, socket client, null, and then double variable, double ABC, int, port, integer type, and string name. So I have taken all the variables. Now I am going to write another class file I am making with public GUI, public client GUI, curly bracket, going to code for framing new JFrame client machine, dot set layout null, frame size is 500 by 600, frame set location relative to null. I am going to copy the code, server GUI L1, I'm just copy here, copy, and going to paste my client GUI. I have to write JLabel client machine, same. Now I'm going to see the design. Okay, it is working. For L2, I will write the same code. Enter port name. L2 is equal to new JLabel. Enter port number and port name. Set bound 20, 60, 430. And font, foreground, and frame. And see the design. Okay. Enter the port number and port name. Here I am putting the text field. T1 is new text field. T1 dot set bound. T1 dot horizontal align. T1 dot set font. Now you see the design. Enter port number, and here I'll write the port name. And write the port name and see the design. So T2 is T1 is one text field. T2 is another text field. I'm going to write the button code. Button code is there. J button. B4 is going to new J button. Connect. And see the design. Port number, port name, and click on connect. Here I'll write the access listener. That's why I've kept it blank. For partition, I'll write level 3, new J label. Here I'm giving the partition line. Button 1, J button, and write here fr dot add b1 semicolon. And you see the design. Send request. Okay. This send request button here. Add this level 4 fr dot add level L4 semicolon, and see the design. This is level 4 enter value, and see here I have read the enter value 1 value. Enter the first value. Next, same I'm going to write enter the second value, set bound, set font, set foreground, and add, and see the design the second value. Next I'll write text field T3, set bound, horizontal align, font, foreground, and going to add fr dot add T3 and see the design. Okay. T3 is T1, T2, T3. Now here I put the T4. Here I have to write T4. This is T4 and see the design. T4. Okay. T1, T2, T3, T4. In level 6, I will put a partition. Level 6 is partition. See the design. This is a partition. Next I will write button B2 get response, and I will write fr dot add B2. Okay, and then put semicolon and see the design. Get response. This is get response. Next I'm going to set level 6. Sorry, level 7. Level 7 is output. Set bound, set font, set foreground, fr dot add L7 design. This is output. Next I'll put a partition line level 8 and see the design. Now get a partition. Here I'll put another button. Here I'll put button B3 fr dot add B3 and semicolon. Now see the design. Clear all. That's fine. fr dot resizable false. Set visible true. Set default exit and close. Okay. Now frame is over and save and see the design. Okay. Here you have to write the port number. Here you have to write the port name. Here you have to put the first value and second value, and you have to click the get response and get the output, and then you have to click on the clear all. Now I have to write the code. First I am going to make a class, public void action performed action event AE. Here I have to write in here public class client GUI implement action listener. I have to add the action listener. Now here I am going to write the code. Same I am going to write if AE.get source is equal to B1. Here I have to use try and catch. Here write exception E and in curly bracket. In try block I will write. Here I have taken A. A is integer type. Now I am going to convert in string type. Same as I have to write B also. Same I have to write B. This is text 4. And then I am doing one thing. Sending response to server. Output stream OS is equal to client dot get output stream. And you write data output stream DOS is equal to new data output stream. Here I am going to pass OS output stream. Data output stream dot write double. I will pass A, and second here I am going to pass B. Now here I write if A dot get resource is equal to B2. First I write B1. Now I am going to write B2. B2 is bottom 2. Here I am going to use try and catch. Try and catch also. Catch exception E curly bracket. Try block I will write IS is equal to client dot get input stream. Data input stream DIS is equal to new data input stream. Here I am going to pass the input stream IS. And again you write here C is equal to data input stream dot read double, because C is double, that's why I write here. And you write here L7 dot set text output C. Now I am going to write the code for B3. B4. See the B4 is connect. So I am going to write here. Here I will use again try and catch. Try, catch, exception. In try block I will write port is equal to integer dot parse dot int T1 dot get text. You know what is T1? T1 is your text field. Here I am going to write T1 is your port number and T2 is your port name. This is port number and this is port name. Now I'm going to write here that client is equal to new socket name and port. Okay. If client not equal to null, then I'll pass a message that JFrame pane dot show message dialog FR you are successfully connected with server. If client port number is not null, and in exception, I'll pass a message that JFrame pane dot show message dialog FR here write error while establishing connection with server. That means you are not connected with server properly. It is completed. Now write the main method public static void main string args. Here I'll pass to connection GUI. Saved. There is no error. Run as Java application 1122 and local host connect error while error establishes the connection server. Okay. That means server is not connected. I have to connect the server first. Then it will be work. Okay. Now I am going to run server GUI. Right click here. Run as Java application. Here I am going to port number 1122. Successfully connected. Okay. Now going to open my client GUI. Right click. Run Java application. It is okay. So now what I'm doing, now I have to open server GUI server first. Right click, run application. Okay. And GUI client run Java application. Okay. Now I'm going to run and these two here I am taking. One is server, another is client. Now first I am going to write in server. I am giving the port number 1030. Start server. You see server started successfully, port number 1030. Okay. Here in client I have to write the same port number 1030 and port name is localhost. Localhost and connect. You are successfully connected with server. Okay. Now I'm going to send request. That is 125 and 350. Send request. I'm sending the two value 125 and 350. Send request. Here I have to accept the request. You see the same value I have received 125, 350 and click on calculate request. Now server is calculating the request is 475 and click on send respond. Now server is sending the response to client. Server click on get respond. He is getting the same value 475, 475. Okay. Now I think you have understand. How to make this program socket application, client and server. In my next video I will tell you how to make a executive jar file of this project so that you need not to send total source file to client. You have to send the executable jar file to the send. So client will only click on your executable jar file. Then he will get the the details. Okay. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and share this video for your friends. In my next video, I'll make the same program, how to send a message to client server, the server to client. That program I will make in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching my video. Please do subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot. Thanks.